all are hanging tough. Okay. All right. I'll wait for a cue from Dana that I am on. I have audio on StreamYard, and then we can go. So everybody's just joining in. Okay, Dana, you gotta let me know if I have audio. And if I don't have audio and all the audio is great. Heck yeah. Okay. All right. It's now working. Hey, Chris Heath, it's now working on Substack. So re-log in. I'll give everyone just a minute to come in. I'm going to just throw this microphone out my window. And I have my other little microphone. You just see like my setup in my hotel room. Okay, so we are gathered here. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get to the science of love and light. So every Sunday is Bless Club. Same time, same places. I'm everywhere you could conceivably think I would be on social media. We're going to do the centering practice. We'll be here in the practice for about 7 to 10 minutes. And then we're getting into book club vibe because Bless and Release is coming out. You can go get the book now, daniellelaporte.com/bless. Today, I want to talk about virtue because we are going to work virtue soul quality into the centering practice. So step one, I guide you through everything. Step one is that you get clear on if you want to do the centering practice to heal something or to manifest something. It's always a choice. Now, whatever you're choosing to heal or to manifest, just choose one aspect. So if you want to heal your body, just choose one element of your body, one theme, one topic that you want to work with. It's like we're working with golden threads of light. If you want to choose something that you're going to manifest, everybody wants to have this full, abundant life. Just choose one aspect of your ideal life that you want to work on with the centering practice today. I see friends coming in from Paris and from Victoria. And then we just keep in mind where two or more are gathered, there is more light. There's more vivacity to the practice. Okay, so for this practice, again, 7 to 10 minutes. Your breathing is natural, meaning you inhale, exhale through your nose. You keep your mouth closed. Why do we do that, Danielle? Because that is better for balancing your nervous system. We don't want to jack up energy. We just want to keep it calm and steady. Okay, so you're clear? You know where you're going to heal or what you're going to work on to manifest? All right. So then we move into the actual centering practice. So the first step, now that you have your intention, is to think of something positive or to bring to mind a really like high vibration energy. So I always think about how much I love swimming in the ocean in the summer in Vancouver. Sometimes I think about the day my son was born. I think about how much I love love. Something really positive. Why are we doing this? We're getting the ego mind to just relax. Okay, now you become aware that the center of your heart chakra, is golden, friendly, unconditional friendliness, a luminous quality in the center of your heart. Really become aware of that spaciousness. Your breathing is natural. Okay, now whatever you've decided, intended that you're going to heal or manifest, you bring that into the center of your heart. This is so simple. You can see it. It can be a vignette, a vision, a visual. It could be a word. I will often just see a sentence written across my heart. It could be a color. It could be a symbol. It could be a face. It could be a landscape. What are you working on healing or manifesting? Bring that into that golden space in the center of your heart. Your breathing's natural. Okay, now this is where you really are becoming an energy worker. We're going to work with color. So we work with the full rainbow spectrum, all light. I'll walk you through the colors. Light pinks. Light orange color. It's like a very peachy frequency. Everything is lit from within. buttery light yellow, minty green. Each color is its own healing frequency. Sky blue, last color in the frequencies. Violet light. Each color is distinct but very intermingling. So think luminosity, radiance. Whatever you've brought into the center of your heart for healing or manifesting is basking in these healing frequencies of the colors. This is the energy work. The light works. The light helps regulate your nervous system. It's sending a very particular signal to your brain waves. It's moving us from chaos into coherence, more harmony, better magnetism, healing or manifesting. I'll walk you through the colors again. Light pinks, these are the qualities as if light was shining through a stained glass window. Those orange colors, very light peach, think luminous, think radiant. Golds, very shimmering. Minty greens, sky blues, and finally last color in the spectrum is that violet color, but very luminous, okay? So everything in your heart center has this quality of the color is lit from within, not heavy, not saturated, rainbow, more like ice cream colors. Your breathing is natural. Let me add a few more things in here, and we're going to work with the virtue. You're aware of the spaciousness of your heart center. Buddhists often talk about this, the heart being as vast as the sky. Okay, now you're going to pull in a virtue. I'm going to name some virtues, whatever you resonate with. One virtue, multiple virtues, higher frequency energies, soul qualities. You're seeing them, you're experiencing them, you're invoking them into the center of your heart. Divine love, forgiving, resilience, radiance, loving kindness, joy, abundance, generosity, wisdom. I'll give you one more, compassion. So you are intending that soul quality. You are invoking that virtue into the center of your heart to heal whatever you've brought in or to manifest whatever you're working on. Your breathing's natural. Really aware that this is the energy work. You're not the wound. You're the healer. You're not asking, you're creating. All change, all transmutation happens in the heart center. Just breathe for another minute. I'll wrap the practice for us in about a minute. Do dedication of merit. Those colors in your heart center. It's like that quality of light that shines through a stained glass window. Whatever you've brought into the center of your heart is basking and is absorbing those healing frequencies. Every color has its own healing code, its own healing personality. Okay, take 2 or 3 more concerted breaths, just a little more deeper than natural. Bring the centering practice to a conclusion. And then I'll wrap this up with a dedication of merit. It's a very classical prayer. We dedicate the merits of our centering practice of all practices to the awakening of all sentient beings and the healing and purification of Mother Gaia. If your eyes have been closed, You can open your eyes. And now this is just as important as the energy work that you've just done as a centering practice. Whatever you brought into the center of your heart to work with, you just leave it there. You don't have to ruminate, think about it, coulda, woulda, shoulda, a little more of this, a little less of that. Just leave it. You've done the most important work. You're working on an energy level where everything is born, everything is transmuted. It's the only place that change actually happens. All begins, all gets changed on the energy level, and you just get on with your day. Okay, so I'm going to put a bow on that. Thank you, Chaos Alchemy. So be it, and so it is. Full faith. Okay, now if you want to bounce, this is the time to bounce. If you want to stay, today's teaching from Bless and Release is going to be about virtue. Okay, so this is all you need to know about centering practice. You can do the centering practice in 90 seconds while you're walking and some anxiety comes up, or you're thinking about what you want to create. You can just do it that quickly, right? So you take your breath, you set your intention, you see your heart filled with gold, you bring whatever you're healing or manifesting into your heart, you work with all the colors. If you want the centering practice, downloadable, recorded audio, I've got it for you. Go to daniellelaporte.com/bless. Always free. All you need to know about Bless Club is I will be here all the same places: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Substack. Always free. Sunday, indefinitely. Bless and Release, the book, is launching. You can get the audio and you can get the digital. We're starting to drop it now. The full book comes out April 17th. Really want to get this out into the world. We're self-publishing. This is my manuscript, and I am in a really kind of dumpy hotel in San Francisco right now. Editing manuscript, building apps. But I love the old hotels because in the old hotels, you can open windows and you get a bathtub. All the fancy schmancies, you don't open windows anymore because of BS liabilities. Okay, I'll Tracy, you're reading chapter 4. It just gets better. It's better and better. Okay, let's talk about virtue. So the best way to talk about virtue is to begin with love. So I think most of us in the space understand, we can at least wrap our minds around the concept that love is not actually a feeling or an emotion. We can debate later about feelings and emotions, but love is a state of consciousness. It's one of the highest states of consciousness. Love is, I like to refer to love as divine love. So we really create this distinction between romantic, pop culture, emotional, so-called in quotes, love, and divine love being the mother of all virtues, divine love being the stuff that we are made of. We are the substance of divine love. The most effective visual to give this is see divine love as the sun of all suns. It is this radiant orb, the source of creation. It is the divine masculine getting together with a divine feminine to create existence, divine love, that which makes all things. The rays that shine off of that orb, that great being, that mother of divine love, each of those individual light rays are individual virtues. So the virtues of forgiving, of loving kindness, of generosity, of wisdom, of joy, of resilience, of radiance. Those are all the babies. Those are all the rays, the extensions of the purity of divine love. The whole point, let me back up on this. I'm going to say the whole point of incarnating is to heal, is to remember our true identity. How do we heal? We remember who we really are. Who are we really? We are really, truly divine love. We come from source, made by source, because of source, because of love. We are that. And we are waking up. We are whatever the lesson is, whether it's in relationship or financial or physical, whatever the challenge and the opportunity is, it is all to awaken us back to true identity. Buddha taught that all suffering comes from identification, what you identify as. I always like to put a fine point on it and say all suffering comes from misidentification, from forgetting that you come from source and that you are the stuff of source. So source is virtue. So awakening to our true identity happens by being virtuous, by embodying those soul qualities, those virtues. What does it mean to embody? We hear embody so much now, you know? Embodiment is to be consistent in your thoughts, your speech, and your actions. That you're going to be loved no matter what. No matter what's going on with your cycle or how much is in your bank account or what's going on in your relationships or in the so-called news, you're going to think love and speak love and be love. That you're going to think abundance and wisdom and compassion. You are going to be centered. This is what I mean by centering. You are not thrown off center by the conditions within or around you. So, in order to allow those soul qualities to come in, to embody all those virtues, we got to do the work. What's the work? The work is cleansing. This is why the majority of spiritual practice, no matter what methodology, what form of mysticism, no matter what organized religion, whatever, are all heavily focused on cleansing. The cleansing happens through loving, and this is one thing we don't talk enough about in the self-help space, that the acts of, the embodiment of loving kindness, of forgiveness, of generosity, actually clean out your energy field. I talk so much, this is just the manuscript, talk so much about your energy field and how to raise the vibration of what's in your energy field, essentially how to clean your energy is really one of the key tenets in Bless and Release. Key function of spiritual practice is creating a stronger bridge to the higher self. So those qualities, those virtues, those higher energies can pour into your mind, into your thoughts, which then go into your speech, every word you choose, and your tone. That's why I always use the word speech instead of just words, because speech includes the tone in which we offer everything up. And those soul qualities, those virtues, pour into your actions, thoughts, speech, actions, all coming from the virtue of divine love. We do those practices, we wake up to who we really are. And that's how it works. Okay, I got time for some questions in my hotel room in San Francisco. Centering practice is always free. It will always be free. It's at daniellelaporte.com/bless. The book right now, Bless and Release, audio chapters of the book, be much more beautiful when it actually comes out in print, are dropping now. So you can go get the audio version and the digital readable version of the book for only $25 now. And it also gives you access to the Centering app, which is going to be this big operating system for spiritual wellness. The print book itself is also available for order. And we want to move 20,000. We'd love 20,000 people in by the middle of May. What's a good daily practice? Laurie Jolie, a good daily practice is a centering practice. So I'll give you a quick review. So I do the centering practice every morning. I do it in bed. I do it when I go for my walks. I do it to work with anxiety. I do it to work on my visions that I'm manifesting for my body, for my career, for my vocation, for all the things. The book title is Bless and Release. So the centering practice, you can do in 90 seconds. You can do it in 4 minutes. And then you can do it as a longer form meditation. Centering practice is you just be with it for 11 to 21 minutes. So I'll give you the quick review. The quick review is you go to daniellelaporte.com/bless and you can get the centering practice. The quick review of the centering practice itself, all backed by physics. You get clear. Do you want to heal something or do you want to manifest something? What are you going to use the practice for? You think something positive? to get the mind to relax. We're just getting the ego to just chill for 4 minutes, not be chatty. You see a golden quality of light in your heart. You bring whatever you want to heal or manifest into your heart, just one aspect of it. We work with one thread at a time. I don't want to work on my whole relationship that needs healing. I want to work on the communication. I want to work on the one thing that I texted that I regret. I see it in my heart. I want to work on that one vision of the thing I'm manifesting, my new weight, or how much might be in my bank account, or the project I want to launch. We see things one thing at a time, one gold thread at a time. You bring it into the center of your heart, and then you work with the full color of full spectrum of colors. Just rainbow heart that. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Take a few breaths. That's done. I do this while making dinner. I do this with the painful stuff. Oh my God. This has really helped me with topics of forgiveness, of anger, grievances. I work with a centering practice every morning with a very particular set of very specific visions to do with my health, to do with my vocation and career. I work with the centering practice to bless people on their birthday. I did the centering practice a couple weeks ago because I had a friend who was sitting hospice for a beloved, and she really needed support to sleep. So I brought her in, and I work with the golds and the colors and just help Donna sleep through the night. This is the heart of the Bless and Release book. I'll take a few more questions, but let me give you the definition of bless. A blessing is your focused positive intention. Your focused positive intention. Science prevails in cell engineering. To invoke the inner balance is to withdraw and unpattern. One positive thing. All right, any questions before we wrap Bless Club for today? Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Michelle. Jim, inner ear infection, not able to center, suggestions. Yes, this is a great question. Thank you, Jim. You use the centering practice to work with your body. So you could see whatever ailment, whatever in your body is out of balance and is creating suffering. You bring that into the center of your heart. And this is really important with the centering practice. So you work with breath, so simple. You just natural breathing, inhale, exhale through the nose, mouth closed. You work with light, bringing whatever needs healing into the center of your heart to bask in that light. All colors have a healing code. But this is key. Whatever you're bringing into your heart to be healed, you're actually not asking it to change. This sounds a little tricky when you're working with physical suffering. You're just giving it what it needs in that moment. I see you. I love you. I'm not pushing you away. Dear physical ailment, I'm not criticizing you. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not hating on you because you're causing suffering. I am attending to you. I am your parent. I am your creator. I bring you into the center of my heart. I work with you on an energetic level. And my intention, of course, is for balancing and peace. But all of this is done with compassion. Yeah. Tracy, I know so many men that need this centering practice. How to recommend to men. Tracy, I remember your last question was, how do you get other people to do centering practice? If your man needs some physics, some scientific proof, this is all physics backed. So this is what I really write about a lot in Bless and Release. So I wrote Bless and Release. So this works for all of us who are just firmly on the path of woo. And this works for the people who are not woo adjacent. So for the non-woo adjacent people, this is what I say in talks, etc., is that we know that this is basic science. We know that when you gaze at light, it affects your brainwaves. Research tells us that when we see different colors of light, it has different effects on our brainwaves and thus our nervous system. We also now know through research that you actually do not physically need to see the light. If you close your eyes and you visualize light, it will have a positive effect on your brainwaves. The science also shows that if you and I were to sit across from each other and to just intend that we are sending light either through our minds or through our heart centers to each other, that my brain waves would start to be in sync. They would start to undulate in the same wave patterns as your brain waves. Thinking about light changes us positively physiologically. There is so much science behind this. Basic science. I mean, do we really need to tell the bros that loving kindness is great for your nervous system? Yes, we do. Do we really need to prove that breathing helps regulate your nervous system and helps you build new neural pathways in your mind, because breath is connected to neuroplasticity, loving kindness and virtuousness is connected to neuroplasticity, the shape of your brain and the thoughts that you choose and your speech and your actions. It's all there. So go heavy on the science. And then people come to it when they come to it. Kim, you already ordered your hard copy of Bless and Release? Okay, Bless and Release. Let me wrap up with the pitch and the request. So head to daniellelaporte.com/bless. You can get the centering practice. The centering practice will always be free for all of humanity. Eventually, we'll do it in multiple languages. I'm going to get it out in all the forms. You can get the audio chapters of the book starting to drop now when you order the book. You get a bundle of audio and digital, and then the hard copy of the book, which you can order now. But just order the whole bundle because you can start listening to the book, right? So sweet. And we want 20,000 people to have this in their ears, in their hearts, in their hands by the middle of May. So get copies now. Get them for your friends. Tell your friends. This is the transcendental approach to letting things go. And I will be teaching more and more about the physics of letting go. And I will be here every Sunday for the foreseeable future because I love this, even when I'm in shitty hotel rooms. I'm showing up on Sunday. Bless Club, always free. I'm so glad you're here. All the love. Okay, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and all of my deep thinking people on Substack Live. So happy that you've been here.